In 2008, Columbia Pictures acquired the rights to 50 Goosebumps books written by R.L. Stine. The Scholastic, made-for-children horror books. And ever since then, it's been in development with big-name producer Neal Moritz, who has as many credits to his resume as any other big-name producer in Hollywood. He's been attached to Fast and the Furious films, the Jack the Giant Slayer, and ever since 2008 they've been working to get the right script. They've gone through 4 or 5 writers, including, this is one of the first videos I ever talked about on VillainNews a year ago in January 2012, in which they hired writer Darren Lemke, who recently wrote Jack the Giant Slayer, who obviously was produced by the guy who I was just talking about, Neal Moritz. I don't know if he's still involved, it looks like, but they finally hired a director, so the film isn't dead, which is good news. The director they hired was Rob Letterman. Unfortunately, he's an animated and family-oriented children, scripted screenwriter, so that's not good. I thought they were actually going to take it seriously, but they are going to still have it aimed as kids. Goosebumps was owned the 90s if you were a kid, getting the Scholastic catalogs, and I did a more in-depth discussion on this with the Myers fan a year ago, so you can listen to that. I'll put that video in the description below or as a video response or something. But Rob Letterman, this director that's in talks to join the franchise, it seems like he's going to be proofreading the script and also co-writing, even though none of that's official. It's not even official that Darren Lemke's involved, even though it was announced a year ago. But Rob Letterman has worked on Monsters vs. Alien, Shark Tale, all those CGI animated films that came out in the 2000s. Even his first live action was Gulliver's Travels. So if you're a kid or if you have kids, this is a good intro to horror. It was awesome growing up in the 90s. Night of the Living Dummy. This cover is just so iconic. I mean, am I right? R.L. Stine even recently released, he's doing Goosebumps Horrorland or something. He's still releasing Goosebumps books, which is amazing. A lot of them are knockoffs or inspired by other iconic horror films or film franchise like Night of the Living Dead and whatnot. But even though, let's talk about the TV show in the 90s. I've only seen about 7 or 8 episodes. I don't know how many they made. They made 40 or 50 or something. But they really still managed, even though it was for kids and it was still PG rated for television, it still had really dark moments. And I reviewed the Night of the Haunted Mask or whatever it's called, or Haunted Mask. There's really awesome dark moments, even though it's for kids, and I hope they do it right. I hope it's not too PG. It should be decent. It's just a great anthology franchise. Anthology needs to make a comeback. I really hope Anthology does make a comeback. It's been dormant for the past decade. But that's pretty much all my thoughts on it for right now. I'll put all the other casting updates and any other news that comes about in the description or comments below. This was JBM from VillainNews. Click on the channel for more horror, sci-fi, and comic book updates.